Hi, today's mindfulness moment is about problems and pitfalls that we all typically fall into, problems and pitfalls, when we're starting or even continuing our mindfulness practices. So, what are those? Well, number one, a lot of times people fall asleep when they're practicing. They nod off or they literally fall asleep. I've been next to people who've been snoring. So really that's just a matter of getting more sleep, and just when you notice that you're nodding off, just come back to the breath. Now, in one of our basic primers, we talked about being a curious observer and not being judgmental of yourself. So you're just really bringing to your awareness, I'm tired, and then just refocus. Maybe shift your body around, maybe stand up and then sit back down, maybe go for a walk and come back. Little things that you can do to get your body a little bit more awake. Certainly, if you're somebody who's an insomniac and you have difficulty falling asleep, but you have no problem falling asleep when you start practicing your mindfulness, at night, try practicing mindfulness and fall asleep, and then that's fine. But it's not mindfulness, it's a relaxation then to help you fall asleep. Another problem and pitfall is that we can experience pain, especially for people who have chronic pain or persistent pain. They might feel that resurface. And the direction for that is actually just let your mind notice the pain without judgment. And just call it sensation. If we call it pain, that sort of generates our anxiety around the pain. How long will it last? How bad will it get? Just name it sensation. And just notice where it is, what it's doing, how big it is, without judgment and that curious, I'm curious about this sensation. I'll do a whole mindfulness for those with persistent pain, and so you can work that out if that sounds like you. All right, the distracted mind. I can't meditate, my mind's all over the place. You and every other human on this planet, except maybe, Thich Nhat Hanh and Dalai Lama, but they probably too get their minds distracted. So all it is your mind wanders and you call it back. That is the practice. It's not magic. Mind wanders, you call it back. Mind wanders, call it back. Come back to the breath. Or whatever it is you're having your mind decide it's going to focus in on. Hunger pains. That's just our mind saying, I'm not used to this and I'm bored. So boredom can show up in a lot of different ways. Just notice it. Go, oh, hunger pain, boredom, itch, nose wants to sneeze. Just notice. Come back to the breath. Kids, dogs, spouses needing our attention. Well, let them join you. Put a sign on the door saying 5-minute meditation practice. Anything that you can to help get yourself set up. When I first started practicing mindfulness, I lived in New York City. And when I was practicing, it was about 4:30 in the morning before I had to get ready and go to work. And it was the time, 3 days a week, when sanitation came by and picked up recycling. And I was on the corner and there was a bar and there was glass. And so it was quite distracting. I just incorporated it as sound. That really can do an amazing transformation of your meditation practice if you use the sound that's calling your attention away from your breath as part of your practice and just labeling it sound. I'm too stressed to practice. I don't have time. Right. Well, really, unless you're not doing anything but mindfulness practice, most of us feel we don't have a lot of time to stop and take care of ourselves. But really, this is almost as essential as a bio break. So think of it that way. I just need 3 to 5 minutes to start my mindfulness practice. All right, hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, you can always contact me. j11 at jeffersonhealthcare.org. All right, take care.